Hey guys! Today I decided I wanted to do some kitchen science because yesterday I used a lemon to bake a dessert, but I still had part of it left over. Everything that I'm going to use to do my kitchen science I already had in my cabinet. Today I'm going to be making lemon volcanoes. If you've ever tried to taste a lemon, you know it can make your face go, it tastes really sour. There are a couple fruits that do this, like a lime and sometimes even an orange. The group of fruits are called citrus fruits, and that's because the juice that makes you squish your face is something called a citric acid. But not all foods that we eat make our face squish up from the sourness. That's because lemons are really acidic. They have the most citric acid inside of them out of any fruit. But then there's something that's totally different from lemons. Something that's the absolute opposite of an acid. That's called a base. We usually use things that are bases as ingredients in baking or cooking. One of the most base-like ingredients is baking soda. I also used that in my cake yesterday. And something really, really fun is going to happen when we safely mix our acid and base ingredients today. They're going to act like a volcano. When it gets really hot, it's going to erupt. So what I did was I took my lemon, I cut a little bit off of the bottom, just enough so it sits on the plate. And I cut some off the top. Parents, you guys could do this. And just enough so I have the fruit part showing. What we're going to do, and this is the fun part that the kids are going to do. I usually use popsicle sticks, but I only had a spoon at home. So I'm going to take my spoon and I am going to squish up the lemon just enough so I get all of the juice on top. And then, just because I like the color, I am going to use food coloring. I only had gel food coloring. I think it'll work. So, I'm going to use blue. I'm going to put a little bit of a squirt in. Okay. Gonna mix it up just a little bit more. Oh, and the top of it is turning blue. And then the best part, just so we know it's gonna erupt. Take some dishwashing soap, put it on top. This is where it starts to get a little messy. It's okay. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit more. Now, we're gonna wait for it to erupt because we're gonna take baking soda. Just so we do it a little bit at a time. Put some of it in a measuring spoon. I'm going to take it. Parents, you guys can do this part. And I'm going to put it on top. And I'm going to mash it around. And as we can see, here, I definitely think there's parts of this lemon that I didn't get all the way deep inside. Look at it. Oh my goodness. And it slowly starts to foam up and bubble all over. And it smells really good too. I hope you guys had fun doing kitchen science with me today and making lemon volcanoes. They smell really great and they look really pretty. And we learned a little bit about what an acid is and what a base is and what happens when you safely mix them together. I hope you guys had fun and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon.